Hello and welcome back to the channel on an all new extra report. On today's extra report, we are going to be calling it Gypsy Rose, Spoiled, Dependent, and Unfit for Motherhood. If this sounds interesting, please stay tuned. Gypsy Rose has been painted as a victim since her post-release from prison. As a helpless young woman trapped by her abusive mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. But what if the real story isn't as simple as we were told? What if, like many of us believe, Gypsy wasn't abused but spoiled? From the moment she was born, Gypsy relied on her mother for everything. She never had to cook, clean, or care for herself. Because she was sick, Gypsy was treated like a fragile child. She even admits to using a baby bottle until she was 23 years old. Many believe Dee Dee wasn't a cruel abuser, but a devoted mother who gave Gypsy everything she wanted, except the freedom to chase older men online. And when Gypsy didn't get her way, she found a way to take control. That control came in the form of murder. With the help of Nicholas Godejohn, Gypsy planned and carried out the jabbing of her own mother. A mother who had clothed her, fed her, and taken care of her every need. Now, Gypsy is a free woman and a mother herself. But is she truly capable of taking care of her own child? Concerns have been growing about Gypsy's ability to be a responsible parent. From Gypsy abandoning her baby to go to concerts and date nights, from struggling to put her daughter in a carrier correctly, to moments that seem to lack of real motherly connection, many are asking, does Gypsy even have full custody of her own child? Now let's take a closer look into some of the posts that Gypsy Rose has posted with her baby that has many of us concerned. Just recently, Gypsy Rose took to her Instagram after stating that she will not be posting her baby Aurora on the internet. She has been posting multiple pictures of herself with the baby or with multiple family members with the baby on her social media. In this particular photograph, you can see, or the lack thereof, you cannot see baby Aurora's head while Gypsy is taking a selfie in a mirror. That is an incorrect way to put a 2-month-old baby in a carrier, as it poses a safety risk where baby Aurora is restricted adequate oxygen, as baby Aurora's face and nostrils and her whole face is pressed against Gypsy's chest area. Due to baby Aurora being 2 months in this photograph, newborns to 4 months, babies should be carried in an inward-facing position with proper support for their head, neck, hips, and bottom. Allow me to show you a demonstration on a proper way to carry a baby in an inward-facing position carrier. In the demonstration photo that you see here, you can see that with the baby's height, you have to make sure that the baby's positioned high enough on your chest, where the baby's head is exposed, where Gypsy Rose's baby Aurora's head is not exposed at all. Gypsy did not position baby Aurora in the carrier correctly. In order to know that your baby is positioned in a carrier correctly, the baby's head should be higher on your chest area. And if you are able to kiss your baby on the top of the head and the top of the forehead, that means that your baby is positioned correctly on your chest cavity. On this picture with Gypsy Rose and baby Aurora, you cannot see her baby at all, and baby Aurora's legs are not positioned in the letter M as required for safety and comfort.
Look at her pushing that baby's head. Is there anything healthy about this?
As you see here in this video clip by Flawless Nina, in my opinion, is correct. This video clip of Gypsy blowing her baby's forehead, which cannot be supported by the baby at this age, backwards, is highly disturbing. Not only that, the motherly bond that you're supposed to have with your baby should come naturally. But in this next clip that I'm going to show you is when Gypsy Rose, Rod, her father, and Christy Blanchard all decided to get together and watch either episode 1 or 2 of Gypsy Rose Life After Locked Up. So they're basically sitting together with the baby and they're watching themselves on television. And the behavior that Gypsy Rose exposes with, her baby, it just seems really forced. It feels really awkward. I want you to take a look at this, as she cannot seem to be calm and natural like any other mother would be with their own baby. And it seems to me when Christy handles the baby, it's more of a natural bond with Christy as to where it is with Gypsy, and this is her own baby. Take a look.
I said, the only thing I like to see from Lake Charles is teeth. She left a scar that still hurts her. I can't milk that story. That keep cutting that scar. Be depressed forever. For a long time. You know, so I have to find things to keep my mind occupied. But some days I wish my phone would ring yet. The way I look at it is like I'm in love with a Gypsy that no longer there, I guess. I mean, but she's still the same girl. That's the problem. She's still the same girl, but she's not my girl. It was like, go here one day, go on the next, and all I have is remnants. The warm sensation. Oh, there was a bird. So much just happened. There's so much more to come. Birthing like the man that's not like the wife in the devil. Y'all would hear this child birth. I swear. It was a full-grown human. Move into the house, then we can focus on the nursery. What do you like about being small? I don't. I do feel like the better I do in life, the more pain I get. There's a lot of dangers out there. I also report things to my parole officer. I'm terrified that my baby will be born to that. Oh, the ball. Yeah. I didn't know about it. Ryan texted me, would you be open to having a sit down face to face with me? Ryan has a glimmer of hope that I will go back to him. The baby's last name is Anderson. If I was the dad, I would love to see it. Hey dude, we're getting a divorce. You're not the father. I'm gonna have a paternity test, so him and the rest of the world shut up. Planting was basically. I didn't finish with the question. How are you gonna tell your daughter about what you did? I'm not a monster. They're taking the girl. They're taking the okay, thank you. Got it. Sorry, baby girl. I want a divorce. I'm gonna be with Ken. She'll Gypsy Rose Anderson. I want to see this song. Really reconnected. Unexpectedly. Shame on y'all people. She always says hi. 5 days. I've never been in a situation before. He broke up with me. He left because the pressure was too much. 6 months ago, this was not my life at all. I don't want him to stay because of the baby. I want him to want.
Do you see what I mean? Where Gypsy seems irritable. She can't seem to remain calm with her baby, and your baby is going to sense all these emotions off of you. And it seems like Gypsy's more interested in trying to hide her baby's face and trying to prove to the world that I have a baby, I'm a mother, and I'm rocking it. And it's actually backfiring because it doesn't look like a natural motherly bond at all. And you can see Christy constantly looking at Gypsy like, what is going on with her? Why is she so uptight and so tense? She's trying to give the baby the pacifier. The baby's not crying. Why are you trying to give the baby the pacifier? She's moving the baby carrier or whatever those things are called. My daughter's no longer a baby. I forget what they're called. Up and down. She's messing with the legs. She's messing with the blanket. She's very fidgety and she can't sit still. It just doesn't look like something natural. And the baby at this age likes to see faces. The baby likes to see colors. The babies like to see sights and sounds. And Gypsy just wants to prove a point that she can be a mother and she doesn't want to show her baby's face online and on the internet, but she's doing exactly just that. You're still exposing your baby to the internet, and you're actually making it worse because your baby can't be free to move around as a baby would, enjoying the colors and the sights and the sounds of their atmosphere, because you got your baby planted with her head on your chest 24 hours, 7 days a week whenever you're trying to be online and say, look at me, I'm rocking it as a mom. And it's really, really backfiring. It looks really uneasy. It looks really, she looks really uncomfortable. And even Christy looks more natural as a mother, as in the photos that you can see before this video. And aside from Gypsy visually looking like she has no natural bond with her baby, it is no secret that Gypsy just appears to want to have fun. I mean, following her baby's arrival, it's been nonstop. I want to have fun. I'm going to a Post Malone concert. I'm going out to date night. Just recently, she took to her socials that she was at a crawfish festival in Louisiana. And just recently this morning, she was at some Irish parade. Here she actually had the baby, and the baby had no clothes on. Now, granted, Louisiana might be a little bit warmer as we are in spring. I checked out the weather. The weather was between 72 and 75 degrees. Now, okay, the baby has a onesie on, but the baby could have some pants on and a pair of socks on and be in a blanket. You don't want to overheat your baby, but at the same time, you want at least one type of layer of clothes on your child. And the baby is just seeing like she's at home in just a onesie, and once again, the baby is on her chest where she's trying to, not trying to show her baby's face online, but it defeats the purpose. Your baby is still online on the internet for everyone to see. And I stressed this in a prior video that your baby is still susceptible to getting sick when this is a very crucial age, when the baby is getting their first immunizations and they can feel unwell and they would be more susceptible to catching colds and things like that. So you definitely don't want to have your baby in a crowd of people. But this is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Miss Ma'ams don't even know how to fry an egg. Miss Ma'ams don't even know how to boil water. So it begs the question, do you think CPS is involved? And do you think Gypsy Rose has physical custody of her daughter? In my opinion, as a convicted felon guilty of matricide, it is possible that Gypsy legally cannot and does not have full custody, physical custody of her daughter. There has also been rumors, and it has been alleged by a source of Flawless Nina that may be friends to the Blanchard family, and took to Nina's comments to say this. Because under a CPS order, only Ken and his mom has physical custody. Gyp only has supervised visitation, which will be readdressed after her release from probation. Truth here. Child Pro Services will only allow her supervised. Insider info here. Ken father and or Raina, Ken's mama. I just had to share. I can't hold back much longer. Wow. That is indeed one spicy nugget of information there. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised, considered the whole circumstances surrounding that Gypsy Rose is a convicted felon of familicide, matricide. So I would think that CPS would be involved. That is just my opinion. But what do you guys think? One thing is clear. Gypsy she just wants to have fun. She is active on social media, living life to the fullest, and seemingly leaving the responsibilities of motherhood behind. Was Gypsy truly a victim? Or was she a spoiled child who never learned how to function on her own? And now, with a baby in the picture, will history repeat itself? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more extra reports. And I also do show recaps of Gypsy Rose's life after lockup every week. So stay tuned for that for this week. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourself and be safe. Until next time, love you. Bye.